Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and it's Saturday the 13th of February. Thanks again for watching. This is your Saturday review and it's a free Saturday review as well, available to everyone including WeatherWeb Premium members. Now Premium members get the look ahead, they get the fast forecast, the 2-week planner, they get all of our musings, unlimited access to everything that we do through weatherweb.net, and you can get a free 3-day trial as well, because we're updating these forecasts every single day, so it's really important that you come in and check back every day just to see how the forecasts are progressing. Just go to weatherweb.net and it's really simple. Click on Premium Member, click on Join Now, and all you need to do there is just complete your details. You can pay by PayPal, which will give you a month's membership, or you can do a 6-month membership paying by direct debit. But if you want your 3-day trial, just click on PayPal and that will access that 3-day trial for you. So do come along, fill your boots, have a look at what we're doing, and become a WeatherWeb Premium member. Okay, just been actually working on the long range forecast because we're about to issue our month ahead and seasonal update. That'll be in the next couple of days, exclusive to WeatherWeb Premium members. This is the forecast for February, and actually things not shaping up too badly. We did go for storms early on and also later in the month. The stuff later may be a little weaker than we anticipated, but the most important bit is the idea of the cooler spell for all in the middle of the month. Notice we said cool, not cold. So we did always go for the idea of it going chilly, but not overly cold. We went for 120% to 140% of rainfall across Scotland. That's still not looking too bad, and near average rainfall further south. Again, not looking too bad. So at the moment, this forecast was issued on the 31st of January, but was initially issued on the 17th of January with very little amendments. Looks as if it's going according to plan. So quite pleased with that one. We've just got to carry on through March now. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening at the moment. This is the sea surface temperature anomalies. Interesting to see the bulk of cold water here towards the west of the UK. Of course, been there for some time, but just notice how warm the rest of the North Atlantic, Mid-Atlantic and the North-South Atlantic is at the moment, warmer than normal. Here's our El Nino, which is weakening right now. That's the one causing loads of question marks as far as the month ahead and the seasonal forecast is concerned, because this one, I reckon, is troubling the long-range models. They're going way OTT with what's going to happen with this and going into La Nina. I've got a suspicion it's not going to dive quite that strong into La Nina as being predicted, and that may well sway the model. So we've got to be very careful of that. Indian Ocean remains warmer than normal as well. Northern Pacific, block of cold water in here now replaced the warm blob, although we've got this warm band stretching in from Asia across to the western parts of the USA. That pattern is basically setting us up for summer weather here in Europe. QBO looking like this at the moment. That's the quasi-biennial oscillation. Still in its westerly phase. One of the reasons why winter in Northern Europe has been delayed and just won't really get going at all. Stratosphere looking like this at the moment. We're just at the end of a warming phase centred over the northeastern parts of Canada. Cooler block of air just being pushed south across northern parts of Europe, but this is going to be weakening over the coming days, and this is how things look in 360 hours. So this is the forecast for 28th of February. Start of another minor warming event, but really way too late for that to have too much of an impact. Snow cover looking like this. This is this year's snow cover. So compared to last year's cover, let me just expand that for you. We can compare like with like. So that was last year, that's this year. And what we're noticing there is that the cover across Europe last year was greater than it is this year. Across the US, actually, it's very similar last year to how it was this year. Probably just a little bit further south here into the western parts of the States. But generally, actually, Northern Hemispheric snow cover very similar, basically because we've just been in another near average to milder winter. It's exactly what you would expect to see. Into the Arctic then, this is how things shape up as far as sea ice is concerned. That's the average. It's this grey line running through here. That's the 1981 to 2010 average. And these are our standard deviations shown by the grey boxes. This year is running at the bottom of the standard deviations. You notice it's just below the level of 2011, 2012. So we're seeing less sea ice again this year in the Arctic Ocean. And further south, this is the mean of the temperature. Sorry, let's get that right for you. I do apologise. This is the mean of the temperature in the Antarctic right now. The red here basically running above average by around 5 degrees. So it is considerably warmer down there than one would expect for this time of year. As far as the sea ice is concerned in the Antarctic, running close to but just below average levels at the moment. So we're seeing less sea ice than we would do normally. Okay, let's take a look up, see what's going on as far as sunspot numbers are concerned. This is the sun at the moment going into its quiet phase, of course, which we know that it is into a particularly low incidence as far as sunspot numbers are concerned. You notice it's always interesting just to take a look at this chart because you see the peaks here through the 11-day cycle, and you see the peaks in the temperatures that occurred during those cycles as well. But notice as the cycle got weak here at cycle 23 in the early 2000s, yes, there was a bump of sorts, but nothing really notable. And then now with this really very weak cycle, temperatures have gone flat, although now began to rise again. So almost it looks like the link has been broken here, but is that just down to the fact that it's a weaker sunspot cycle? It could well be. This one is total irradiance against sunspots, and you notice that there is a link there. This is only going up to 2004, but it does show that there is a link of sorts there. And this one is our running average 11-year sunspot number. So what this one is picking up on is how we've seen this quiet spell coming in with the sun just at the moment. That's not to say that we don't still see sunspots. We do. It's just that the numbers are relatively low. Total solar irradiance looking like this from the low in the early 2009s. We've been picking up. We're starting to slip away again now, though, interestingly enough. So the cycle has peaked and we're starting to see a weaker sun overall. That's just another representation of the daily sunspot numbers of the last few cycles. So cycle 24, 23, 22 and 21. You see that downward trend which has suddenly speeded up somewhat through this cycle. Okay, as I said, I've been working on the monthly and the forecast for spring and for summer, which is going to be exclusively available to WeatherWeb Premium members over the next couple of days. This is how the CFS has been seeing March so far. It tries to keep low the normal heights across the Atlantic, through the UK, through Europe, and tries to keep the jet south through the month. It's kind of trying to bring us into another very unsettled month. I've got my own thoughts on that. Not entirely convinced, but there is some evidence from the analogues placing higher than normal heights up towards the north of the country. And that's one of the considerations. Certainly cool, as those of you who are WeatherWeb Premium members will know, has been the theme of the look-aheads through this week, but I'll have far more for you on the look-aheads over the next couple of days as the month ahead and the seasonal forecast gets issued. Okay, well, I'm hoping that that's been useful for you. Don't forget to come along to weatherweb.net and sign up to become a premium member. Remember, you're going to get your 3 days free there. As I said, you've basically got access to everything then. You've got the fast forecast, you've got my look-aheads every day, which is my technical explanation. You've got the 2-week planners. They're more of a traditional forecast, going ahead for 2 weeks, which we're issuing every few days. Not only that, but you also get full access into our musings as well. So you're going to get access into the musings such as you see here, and also you get access into our weather school videos, which are sort of brief learning videos that don't take too long to watch, but explain some of the workings of the atmosphere and some of the theory that we use to produce the longer range forecast. So it'd be great to have you along as a member. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.